Following an early exit in the postseason, the Cowboys looked to try to rebound. It was a tough finish after the pick and the touchdown. The Eagles went on to the Super Bowl. The Cowboys come into the offseason with some needs, 84 overall, needing to replace some offensive linemen and on defense at linebacker and into the secondary at corner. With no money to be spent in the offseason, unfortunately, we weren't able to sign anyone, and former Cowboys, now Lions, and Gilmore to the Ravens, and then you see some other big names that have been signed by the Texans and so forth. You have OBJ back with the Rams and Curse, now a Titan. We would have to head to the draft to try to add on some youth and power to this defense with first round pick Nelson Lowry and Devin Swede in the second round, who ended up being a hidden dev trait player to add on to this powerful defensive attack. On the offensive line, we shored up the left side with Eric Childs at left guard, a hidden dev trait offensive tackle, and Julian Willis at receiver. Overall, it was a solid draft, over 4 picks with 75 overall being the highest with Lowry. And as you can see overall for the draft, the #1 pick Mitchell, and then you have in the division Nathan Barberi, who is going to be a 78 overall quarterback with a strong arm. And speaking of quarterback, we're going to have to see what we can do on the defensive side of things. You have Lowry, our first round pick. You're seeing him now in action there. Had some really good moments in camp and shored up his name on the roster. He will be as slot corner for the Cowboys this year. And Dak on a contract year. Inaccuracy was an issue last year. Can we make sure to have a huge season with Dak? If not, we may be moving on to our next quarterback. As the preseason was a success overall, we went 1-2. You're looking over here at some of the stats. Dak, solid numbers with an 80% completion percentage. Cooper Rush backing him up. And in the backfield, Pollard and Deuce Vaughn, the dynamic duo we're keeping an eye on this year for the ground game. Through the air, Gallup was still our #1 target in preseason. We have CeeDee Lamb with 9 catches. He had 2 touchdowns overall. And defensively, we're going to look for this defense to really lead the way. Last year, they struggled. We need this defense to be a strength for these Cowboys, as the Cowboys are now 85 overall, and with playoff aspirations yet again, we're locking in. As you see this offensive group, they are talented. We have some good youth in there, but I think overall the offense will be steady and consistent. And if we can minimize the turnovers from the passing attack, and the defense has got to lead us. We have a young, powerful defense trying to make sure we wiggle around some cap room where we can. We want to retain this defense as we head to the new year, week 1.